Hello there, Leah Parsons coming in for another video, doing some back-to-back YouTube videos today to make up for the week that I lost when I wanted to share a weekly series, and I'm just coming in to hold myself accountable to that. So on this second short video that I'm going to do in less than 10 minutes, because again, my phone is only recording up to 10 minutes for some reason. And I don't like to edit and mess around with these videos. I like to just hit play and go. So the second video this week is about curiosity. It's one of my favorite words. And I love to work with words. I like to take a word and I like to actually, just like I talked about intentions in my last video, I like to take a word and really plant it within, with the intention that I want to explore that word in my life. So curiosity is one of the most important words that you're going to find on your healing path, on any path really that is moving you towards change. So when we're moving towards change, curiosity is the number one characteristic you're going to want to embrace. Because if we think we know how this is going to turn out, or we know that our healing's not going to work, or what's the point of even trying, when we come up with all of these things that we think we know as fact, we miss out on all the possibilities that could be. Because we have no idea what the future holds. We have no idea what an hour from now holds. We might have plans for a day or week or month and goals, and that is okay. And actually, of course, we need to set some goals and plans for a day. But knowing that we actually don't know what the possibility of today holds or what could happen in our day, for the good, for the bad, everything can change in a moment in any direction. So we think we have all this control over our life when we really have none. But the good news is that opens up a whole lot of potential and possibility. And that's why curiosity is so important, especially if we're on a healing journey. Because if we take a feeling that comes up, if we take a thought that comes up, and we ask ourselves, what is that about? What's this feeling I'm having around this person? What's this feeling I have when people say certain things to me and I want to get defensive? I want to clarify. I want to tell them about my stories and my pain or whatever that is. Asking yourself questions around being curious with yourself will lead to compassion and lead to a whole host of possibilities that's like, you know what? I wonder why I'm feeling so constricted right now. Let me sit in that. What does constriction feel like for me? Oh, my heart's beating faster. Oh, my body's getting tense. My solar plexus is tightening up on me. Why? Why is that happening to me right now when I'm just sitting in a chair? And I'm sitting across from so-and-so. Oh, so-and-so said this or that. I felt judged. Is it true that I was judged? I'm not sure. I felt judged. Have I felt this situation in my body before when I felt that somebody was judging me? Is it possible that that person wasn't judging me, but I was judging myself? How am I judging myself? What am I saying about myself in this situation? Oh, they must think I'm stupid. They must not think I know what I'm talking about. I must not be coming across the way I want to come across. I feel frustrated. I feel not heard. I don't feel validated. Do you see how that all kind of unravels there? It's like, what if I'm wrong? What if none of these things, that isn't the intention of the person at all? What if I checked in with that person? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But these are the things that will bring us insight about ourselves. And the only person we can ever change is ourselves. So that's the good news, that we have our own sense of agency. And we might be in situations that feel like we're helpless, that feel like we didn't have a choice. We didn't have anything to do with this trauma, this tragedy that's unfolding in front of us. But we do have a choice. We have a choice of how we're going to respond and how we're going to honor what comes up for us by asking the curious questions. And for me, curiosity was, of course, we're all curious beings, but the real deep curiosity didn't come after my years and years of university. I actually had a story around myself that stated something like, I don't want to start anything because I always just quit. When I start something, I just quit, so why bother? That was a story I had about myself, which actually wasn't true. What was true was I loved to learn and grow. So I would dive into something and learn everything I wanted to about it and embrace it and just really engulf it. And then I would shift and go to something else because I wanted to learn and grow in another way about another topic. So it wasn't that I was a quitter, like I told myself. What was a different story? And the different story was I love learning and growing. Learning about myself, learning about the human spirit, learning about possibilities. That's curiosity. So in my deepest pain and grief, which I talk about a lot because I want to inspire other people who are in deep, dark places to know that there is a way out. So for me, when I went and did my yoga teacher training to become a yoga teacher, I had no idea what I was embarking on, but I was embarking on an inner journey of curiosity. And what I discovered there was that all my thoughts were absolutely not true. All these strong, rigid beliefs that I was holding on to so tight was actually not true. And I still find myself kind of wanting to know something that's the absolute truth when it could shift and change. So as humans, we kind of want knowledge. But if we're more curious about possibilities, then a whole nother world opens up to us. So that's what I wanted to talk to you and kind of plant that within you today. What is coming up for you in your day that you can dive in and ask some questions about yourself with a sense of curiosity? So you're not only not harshly judging others, you're not harshly judging yourself. If you've made a mistake, if you've done the wrong thing, if you're not speaking up, if you're feeling congested because you're not using your voice and your throat chakra to express your truth because you're afraid. What are you afraid of? There's a curious question. What am I so afraid of in this situation? What is it that might cause me to go running back into my little box, to stay safe, to people please, to not shine too bright, to not want to take up space in a room? What is it? What's going on? So with curiosity, embrace curiosity and see where it takes you. And let me know how it goes. Okay, we'll see you next Monday.